Good morning, YouTube. This morning I am going to do a quick talk through / review of the life card. I bought this a few months back, and a lot of people view this as a novelty item. You know, when you see it, you'll see it on, websites, and if you're on any gun pages like Bud's Gun Shop or Palmetto, you'll see this and a lot of people scroll right past it. But I've seen it, and because it didn't look like a handgun to me, I immediately became intrigued. I like the idea of something being used as a weapon that people don't know is a weapon. And this is an actual firearm that most people don't know is a weapon. You could pull this out of your pocket and show someone, or someone asks you to, if you have a weapon and you reach in your pocket and you pull this out, and as long as you're somewhat discreet about it when you're showing it off, no one would know this is a weapon. The only thing that gives it away is in that bottom corner there's a barrel. But if you're showing it off to someone, they would never know that. There's a value in that to me. Of all the elements that I've learned in the military to prove to be a combat multiplier, the element of surprise is usually one that can't be overcome. This can definitely give you an advantage in many situations. One that comes to mind is, you see these videos online and in the news of women being attacked or women being snatched, or, in Texas it shows quite a few videos of women being snatched in parking lots and thrown in trunks or vans. They take their purse, do a quick pat down on them, and a lot of them are never seen again. But imagine if your wife had this in her pocket or on her belt, and they pat her down as, it's just like a wallet, very similar to the wallet that I have. This is made by Trailblazer out of Washington State. It's actually smaller than the wallet that I carry, and it weighs less than 7 ounces. It's about a 1/2 inch thick, and it is smaller than a credit card. Very similar in size, but slightly smaller. And imagine they pop the trunk when they reach their destination, and she's ready to put a 22 Win Mag in one of their faces. She may or may not get away, but it would offer her an opportunity that she wouldn't have otherwise. And you, as I'm assuming most of the people watching this would be males, but you're in a situation where someone comes in and disarms everyone. They got the drop on you, they disarm everyone, they take all your weapons, but this is still in your pocket. Nobody knows it's a weapon. And it affords you an opportunity to down someone and retrieve a weapon more suited for, that type of scenario. But it is a combat multiplier, in my opinion. And so this is it's called a life card. It comes chambered in 22 Win Mag or 22 long. It's made by a company called Trailblazer Firearms. They're a veteran-owned company. I believe they're out of North Carolina. And they wanted to come up with a firearm that could be utilized in a life-saving scenario. And if you're familiar with a lot, this isn't an exactly new idea. There's things like this, 40, 50 years ago, people used to make little single shot guns out of anything, you know, put a round in a tube with a firing pin on the end, you know, shoot around. They're not very accurate, but they'll put a round in the torso of someone to help you get out of a situation, you know, save your own life. But this is actually accurate. It has this little groove over the top. And when you actually aim at it, you know, at 10, 15 feet, you can put a round on target pretty easily. Surprisingly more accurate than I thought it would be. But a quick talk through. As I said before, it comes chambered in either 22 Win Mag or 22 long. I have the Win Mag version. The sights are this groove, as I mentioned before. In order to deploy the weapon, it has two little, similar to Glock takedown levers. You pull one toward the barrel of the weapon, it unlocks this lower portion, and you'll hear a metallic click. I've put quite a few rounds through this, and I've let other people shoot it, and it is still very tight, very well made. And so once it's in this position, you take this top takedown lever, pull it toward the rear of the weapon, and it opens the barrel. Put a round in the chamber, lock it back into place, lock your hammer back, and it's ready to go. So it's a very simple weapon system. And while I'm thinking about it, it also gives you a compartment to put 3 more rounds in here. So it carries 1 in the chamber. You can keep 3 here. And so it is not a very fast process to reload it. It would take you a couple of seconds. So if it's deployed, you shot the weapon, it doesn't necessarily pop the round out. You almost have to pry it out. It comes out fairly easy, but it doesn't eject the round. So there's no extractor on it. So you pull it up, remove the round, get you another round, and down, and it's ready to go with a second shot. Value of it is that first shot, in my opinion. Like I said, that element of surprise, that it gives you a second to retrieve another weapon or to run away. So, with that being said, I've carried this in my pocket quite a bit, and you don't even know it's there for the most part. But there's also a holster made by C&G, Kydex. It slides right in, fits perfectly, goes right on your belt. Most people would think this is a wallet or some device, but a weapon, a gun, is not what they would think it would be. But yeah, life card by Trailblazer Firearms. I recommend. It's made in the US. Very well made. It's accurate. It's fun to shoot. You take it to the range with people. Everybody wants a turn with it. It's amazing. They get a little aggravated when they keep having to reload it. But I find it fun the more I train with it. It seems to be something that would be usable in many different scenarios. And I like the peace of mind of just having something that'll fire an extra round if it needs to. And it's out of the 22 long and the 22 Win Mag version, I would definitely recommend the Win Mag version. These rounds have quite a bit more kick than a regular 22 long, and cause a little bit more damage. So that single shot that you put on target is nothing to balk at. So yeah, Life Card, Trailblazer Firearms, I recommend.